Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I do want to mention, if you're a long trader of natural gas, yesterday would have been a little bit of a relief. Now, Turkey says its Black Sea natural gas discoveries are worth over $500 billion. And on the other end, China just settled the first LNG trade in Yuan, which is obviously their currency. Usually this is actually done in the US dollar, and you guys know this would have a huge impact on the US dollar. Now, before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with natural gas, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people, so more people can stay up to date with what is happening with natural gas. Now, if we talk about the rally that we saw yesterday, it was very clear why that happened. It was obviously due to the whole market being so fearful and a lot of short traders deciding to liquidate themselves, or some people even deciding to close their trade, which helped the long traders to buy in and also start pumping the price up even stronger. The volume of natural gas that Turkey has found so far in the Black Sea are worth in excessive of 500 billion US dollars. Turkey Energy and Natural Resources Minister mentioned. Now, keep in mind, this is a lot of natural gas that's been found by Turkey, and because Turkey rules pretty much most of the Black Sea, they will be in control of what happens with this natural gas. This is an enough supply for all of the houses in the country to survive for 35 years. This gives you more perspective in terms of how big of a finding this is. And keep in mind, if they do decide to, export it to other countries, because you guys know EU would get into it as soon as possible, try to get Turkey to actually go ahead and export their natural gas to the EU. If that happens, I personally still think that there is enough natural gas to go around. Now, another news which is super important is we have been talking about this from past month, that China is trying to get away from the US dollar and start using Yuan, which is their own currency. If they do decide to use it for more things, then US would have less control over what is happening around the world. And guess what? The first ever exchange just happened. The first trade of LNG settled in Yuan, the Shanghai Petroleum and Natural Gas Exchange said on Tuesday. Now, Chinese state oil and gas giant and Total Energies completed the first LNG trade on the exchange with the settle in the Chinese currency, the exchange said in a statement. If this gets more and more, you need to understand the trade involved about 65 tons of LNG imported from the UAE, and seeing that UAE is okay to accept Yuan as the payment method, that's really crazy to see, because if in the future more and more countries actually rely on this, you guys know the power will be shifted. And do you guys think that the US will stay quiet? I do not think so, and that is going to be where all the conflict will start. What sort of impact will this have on natural gas? Well, we will just have to wait and see, because you do realize that it doesn't matter if they're using Yuan or they're using US dollar, just as long as natural gas is being traded around the world, that is what matters to the price of natural gas. Another thing which is really interesting is we talk about the price. As you can see, yesterday we did see a massive rally. We were up about 8 to 9% at one point, which was incredible, and we actually went all the way up to 2.22, which is an insane rally, and a lot of people did not expect this. First of all, the people who are short traders are probably not happy because they wanted natural gas to test out the $2 market and then maybe even fall below that. But on the super trend, as you guys can see, we have officially flipped that around, and now we are in an uptrend. What do we need for the uptrend to carry? Well, it's very simple. We just need to make sure that we are able to play off the supports and make sure those resistance do not slow down. The next big resistance right now is going to be the 2.2 mark. If we just get above that point, then that is going to act as a very strong support zone that we will be able to consolidate around for a little bit before we see another rally forward. Now, if we look at the RSI line, as you guys can see, we're getting closer and closer to the overbought zone, which is crazy to say for natural gas. Personally, I did not see that happening anytime soon, but it is very clear why that happened, because the buy orders were completely outweighing the sell orders. So this is not just because of the news, but there isn't always a different way of seeing it, which is obviously a lot of buy orders coming in a short period of time. Another thing which is really interesting is Indonesia offers 3 oil and gas blocks in the first bidding of 2023. Indonesia has put 3 oil and gas exploration blocks out for tender in its first bidding round of the year, with estimate resources of more than 2.4 billion barrels of oil and 9 trillion cubic feet of gas, its energy minister says. Now, the Indonesian government is committed to support the upstream oil and gas development activity in the country by continuing to make improvements in the management system to increase the investor confidence in investing. Now, keep in mind, if this all goes as planned, whichever country that will be getting involved in this is going to make a lot of profit. That's all I'm going to say. But this is going to be increasing the supply as well. Just keep that in mind. Now, this is one of the massive factors as well that is affecting the natural gas price to pump, which is natural gas futures price bounce higher on a cooler rate late April forecast short covering. Now keep in mind the forecast that just came out in terms of how well the April weather is going to be. The end, which is the second half of April, is going to be a little bit colder compared to the first half of April. When it is a little bit colder, what sort of impact will it have on the price? It will go up because the demand will go up. Everyone wants to stay warm in a cold weather. Simple as that. That is one of the massive driving factors of the natural gas price right now. Now GTT to supply membranes tech for the pipe China's LNG project. This is really interesting. We are keen to conduct an in-depth evaluation of their state-of-art membranes tech for LNG onshore storage for further adaptation of Pipe China LNG project. We look forward to greener and more sustainable energy storage. This is good to see because, you know, we will be able to see France and China start working a little bit better together, and, you know, in the future it will be a lot better. Finally, I want to talk about the price action. Natural gas price forecast portrays a corrective bounce at the 20-month low near $2.15. Natural gas price prints mild gains after declining to the lowest since August 2020, which is the pandemic zone. Fears of supply crush allow the bears to take a breather at the multi-month low. US dollar rebounds, expectations of warmer weather in Europe challenges the gas buyers, and market sentiments. Inflation data from China and US will be important for the fresh evaluation. And another data which will be really important is the meeting that will be happening on the 15th in Japan to see if G7 wants to keep investing in natural gas or try to go more sustainable. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, do want to stay up to date with everything, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'm out. Peace.